What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang?
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. On first down, Newton. He finds an opening past the 40. Wide open receiver complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Newton on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D. Tiny's on the Ringo. Tiny's on the Ringo. Gun. Down. Mike 50. Gun.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Three down. Gun.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Here we go, fellas. Double tight.
Now Newton on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Let's rock now. Great.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, eluding the tackle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Zoom.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Get right there. Right to the 3. Hey. Get him. Express. Mike 50.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got 4. You got 180. Hey. 50. 50's a mic. Hey, get right there. Pull it together. Great. Out. Watch out. Great.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
3 down. Hey, we're gonna set. 180. Express. Gun.
Newton now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, you got 3 down. Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Kelly, zone left, Kelly.
Alert 3.
Gun.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And now the Packers get set to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Coney Ely in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Run right. Hey, Mike. Jump out.
Now Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play down. He's got a man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 45 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be. Returnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, Rhodes. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Gun!
Check.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun!
Throwing on 1st down, Rhodes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Rhodes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They go play action here on first down. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on second down, Rhodes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first down, Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
319. Get reset. Hey, easy.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Wind up. You got 58. Jump out. Zoom. 319.
Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught at the 8th. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. In for the score. And the Packers have moved down in front. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Rhodes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Go!
Back to throw. Rhodes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Coney Ely in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Eyes on 10. Eyes on 10.
Here's Rodgers. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Over.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, check.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On 1st and 10, Rhodes looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
All day.
On 1st down, Rhodes. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brought in left side by Snead. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down, Rhodes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Off the play fake. Rhodes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Room here to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. And
he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Rhodes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the point. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league...
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Gone!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
On first and 10, Rhodes. And that is incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On second down, McCaffrey. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Jumbo!
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
That's fine. Yeah. Green 18.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Green 18. Gun.
55's mine, guys. 55.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Panthers will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Rhodes. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Rhodes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got Snead. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And the ball is knocked out, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Following the fumble recovery, Rhodes looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Rhodes. Snead's got it. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun. Rhodes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people.
Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for...
This is caught inside the 15. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on Carolina's side of the field. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 62 yards. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Get on the point right here.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
To throw on 2nd down. Rhodes. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
4 down. Check.
Back to throw. Rhodes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Rhodes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down. Watch it now, Barney, Barney! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
He's back to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. He'll look to throw. And some space here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
Tight end right. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Back to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. To throw. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The incredible comeback nearly complete. A chance to go ahead here on 1st and goal.
Gun, gun!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for the Packers, They get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins.
Your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hate it knowing that my thoughts are turned to